game plan and system suited to the talent.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Williams is out there with Matthews, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot.
Oh, good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And the highlight reel replay brought. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, can shoot, pass, rebound, defend, the total package.
Williams against DeRozan. Williams passes to Matthews. Clock at 6. Parsons attacking. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Goes up the baseline. Again, Toronto.
It is so hard to contain it. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Williams against Lowry. Wesley Matthews on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Patterson, he's checked in for Scola. Johnson comes in for Damari Carroll. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Nowitzki, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Nowitzki's got his first basket. Johnson right side. He dishes it to Joseph. Knocks it loose. Taken away by Felton. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Felton kicks to Powell. And stolen by Patterson. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's Matthews on the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Joseph. And he trains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. I think he got off in time.
And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about that's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Pachulia. Chandler Parsons out there with Charlie Villanueva. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Williams at the 2 spot. Here's DeRozan. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Mavericks leading. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
Mavericks making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. 1:49 left to play here in the half. And that one's good. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014, was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal. I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Pachulia. Drains it from 17 feet out. Pachulia's got his first 2 points.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Scola dishes to DeRozan. Shoots from the baseline. Again, Toronto.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Parsons attacking. No good. Excellent D there for Scola. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Cleveland.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against, so we can't forget about that part of it either.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Biyombo is checked in for Patterson. Johnson comes in for Luis Scola. Ross is checked in for DeMar Carroll, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. And it's Joseph in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Biyombo kicks to Ross. Trains the three-pointer. Ross has got his first 3 points of the game.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
And the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside. The first quarter for the Raptors was 5. The second
in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed. Embarrassed, however you say it, Ernie. I realized they had to deal with a team who was red hot most of the first half, but that's an excuse. You know.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Scola out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. The big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal.
Matthews with the steal. Left side, Parsons. Nowitzki sets a screen for Parsons. Second chance shot, misses the layup.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride. And things just didn't really work out with Rondo here with the Mavs. Missed a lot of games and at times clashed with that coaching staff.
And, you know, they said it was the injury, but you have to suspect the Mavs just shut him down in the playoffs. They took a big swing and missed with Rondo in acquiring him, but I think you have to give them credit for at least taking the risk.
And Toronto making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Parsons. And it's Carroll in the corner. Again, Toronto. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Dishes it to Matthews. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Boy, once again, the Raptors were able to put forth a really strong year. You know, the national media recognized it, and the Raptors picked up more and more of the spotlight marquee games as a result.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. James Johnson's checked in for Scola. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMare Carroll, and it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game, and the basket by Harris. Well, for a long time, Greg, the Raptors didn't have a lot of nationally broadcast games in the U.S. Seemed like a forgotten team at times, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know what? A playoff drop is one of the ways that ended that factor. Also, the team plays an exciting brand of basketball. They're a division winner to go along with that, so you start adding those things up, and you see why the Raptors continue to get more and more coverage. How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. We're at the end. Parsons with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Johnson with the block. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. It's stolen by Harris. Now the pass to Nowitzki. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kicks it to Joseph. Outside Lowry. Good on the triple. And now it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Thanks, Doris. Nowitzki's shot's good.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
And stolen by Felton. Left side Parsons. And there's the feed to Nowitzki. A floater, and he sinks the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Toronto lead.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Joseph dishes to Biyombo. And that's collected by Nowitzki.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And Joseph kicks to Carroll, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. Matthews, he's checked in for Dallas.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 6. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams against Lowry. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Goes back up. Parsons' shot is off. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
Kevin, I don't think there's any reason to think they can't. Not the way they've been going.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And the Raptors lead by 11.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Here's DeRozan. It counts.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. DeMar DeRozan, he came out of the locker room at halftime with some nice shooting going through. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.